Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lakshay and I make videos about vegan fitness and bodybuilding in general. The past few days, I have been recovering from a very bad flu, which put me off the gym for about a week. And that sort of had me thinking about bodybuilding and about natural bodybuilding. And one of the biggest pros, in my opinion, of natural bodybuilding and why I think everyone, and I say this, I think everyone who's watching this, I think you should be a natural. I think you should stay off roid because fitness to me is all about longevity, about health, about just taking care of yourself, and your health comes first. And for me, steroids is something that it's not necessary, and it just puts you in harm's way, especially when you're young, when you're my age. I'm 24. It's the worst thing that I could do right now. And being put off the gym for the past few days, it's really made me think about natural bodybuilding. And one of the greatest things about natural bodybuilding, in my opinion, is the fact that you spend such a long time. It's more of a challenge. You spend a long time to put on the muscle that you have, the gains that you have. It takes time to build that. It takes effort. It takes a lot of years, a lot of hours put in the gym, a lot of hours put into dieting and training and everything to get to wherever you are right now, to where I am right now. It's taken a long time. It's taken years. And when you're enhanced, that journey is cut quite short. You peak, depending on whatever your dose is, really early on. But with natural bodybuilding, it's much more a longer process. And one thing that I've noticed time and again is whenever I take a long time off of gym, I put on the muscle that I've lost so quick. It's always there. I could take off maybe months, and I have taken off months during COVID, and I put on the muscle that I had in a matter of weeks. And I'm just saying that natural bodybuilding, you don't have to worry about constantly losing your gains, putting on gains, losing your gains, because when you're enhanced, it's all about what you're putting in your body externally. And if you stop that, if you minimize the dose, or if you're coming off of it, you're going to feel like shit. You're going to lose your gains. You're going to feel all sorts of things. But when it comes to natural bodybuilding, you don't have to worry about any of that. You don't have to worry about losing your gains. You don't have to worry about dosing or how much to take to increase your muscle mass or how much to take to maintain your muscle mass. You don't have to worry about any of that. When you're natural, you could take as much time off as you want, and your gains will always be there. Muscle memory will always be there, and you always put on the muscle that you've lost. And this might still be the case with people who are enhanced, but when they take time off, they have a lot more to worry about. When they come off a cycle, they have the mental health aspects of coming off a cycle to worry about. And what I mean by this is when you're on steroids, I assume that you feel such a high because you're strong as hell. You're bigger, your pumps are bigger, you're just, every workout is a good workout. And you're at such a high, you start off here and you're at such a high. And when you come off of it, you don't just go back to where you were before, because you know what it feels like to be up there. You end up worse than where you started off with, because you lose everything. You lose your strength, you lose your gains. And I'm sure if you do it properly, there are ways to keep it on. But all that thinking, all that effort that goes into dosing and trying to work out how to maintain muscle once you come off, all of that, you don't have to worry about that as a natural bodybuilder. And I think it's worth it. And even though that I've taken it's not that long, to be honest, like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Science shows that muscle, you could take up to like 3 weeks, and that's when you start to sort of affect your muscle gains. And even then, you can still put it on faster than before. because of muscle memory. I think muscle memory is a powerful thing. So what I'm saying is, if you're a natural bodybuilder, you'll always have your gains because you worked years to get there. They're not just going to disappear in like a month, 2 months, 3 months. It'll always be there. That muscle will always be there waiting to be unlocked. And I think that's beautiful, especially when I'm sick. And I've just had my first session back at the gym today after being off the gym for a long time. I feel it. I feel good again. And I'm just so grateful to be a natural bodybuilder, to be a natural, because in the industry there are so many fake natties, people claiming to be natural, but a lot of fake natties, people claiming to be natural, but not. And it's hard to come by natural bodybuilders. There are, but they're really hard to come by on YouTube. And now the only advice that I get from YouTube is from natural bodybuilders. So my advice is stay natural. You're gonna feel better, and life's just gonna feel better. I think taking steroids, if you ask me what my opinion is on steroids, I think it's harmful. Steroids is harmful for you, for your health. And especially people who do them so young, or people who are 17, 18 on TikTok, who openly do, not steroids. Steroids is one part of it, but just performance enhancing drugs, which can include SARMs, steroids, anything. There's a lot of drugs out there, and there's a lot of younger people getting into that right now. And I sort of want to reach out to people and say, you don't need to dwell into all of that stuff. There's just no point. It's not worth it. There's nothing as good as being a natural bodybuilder. The feeling of accomplishment that you get when you get to the physique that you love, and when you know that it's not just because of some little tube of chemicals that you've been injecting in your body, nothing beats that. But that's it, guys. I hope this video sort of made sense to you. I sort of just wanted to make a video about steroids, about being natural, and why I'm natural, because I care about health. I want to live a long, healthy life. I don't want to deal with the side effects of steroids. I don't see myself ever doing steroids. But yeah, I hope this video made sense to you guys. I hope you guys like this. Please comment any questions you may have. You can also DM me on Instagram any questions about vegan bodybuilding, muscle building, or fitness in general, and I will answer it. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'll see you guys in the next one. My bad.